What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have some really cool stuff today. We did some toy hunting and found Batman. That is what we found. Batman. So, yeah, it was an interesting week. I'm sure a lot of you guys know this, but if you go to Walmart right now, they have these pallets right here. And they are starting to hit. The one by me said it should come out February 21st. Funny story. First time I found the pallet, I found two pallets. Said February 21st on the pallets. Don't put them on the floor until then. It was actually February 23rd when I found them. And so I went back that night to see if they got put out. Nothing. Next day, they were back out on the floor. Still not set up. So, if you're looking for a bunch of Batman stuff, the new waves, the Endless Winter wave, the Dark Knight Returns wave, and some of the Batman, the movie, plus some others, check those Walmarts. I have now gone to 2 or 3 Walmarts. I've seen the pallets not unboxed at one. I've seen the pallets unboxed at another. And then the other one was actually this morning. We saw it. It was in the, what was it? It was like kind of by the dog food.
Well, the children's
really
clothes.
The children clothes section, because some of the pallet has children's t-shirts, backpacks, stuff like that. So it was just in the middle of an aisle there. Really weird. I actually have seen somebody found it in their garden section as well. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, here's a quick little snippet of the pallet that I found.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically they are just popping out. Mcfarlane decided, since he sold the most figures last year, that he's just going to drop all these waves at once, which is really crazy because I had a lot of this pre-ordered and it said April. So you're getting it about a whole month early, which is kind of cool. So yeah, so just wanted to let you guys know that. But we have some cool stuff here. I'm super excited. No, I do not have a Batman problem, but yes, I do. So we'll get into it. Again, if you guys are new, please like, comment, and subscribe. All you guys who keep commenting, you guys are awesome. I love the comments. Any feedback is always welcome, you know. And yeah, you guys are just awesome. So let's go. Hopefully we have no breaks today. So as you can see, it's Batman. And I don't know who to start with. We're probably just going to start down here. So we're going to move these down like usual, and we're going to get into it. So the first one we got is Batman from the Endless Winter Justice League wave. Now, I have not read this. It came out and I just didn't pick it up, but I do really like how this Batman looks, and I really want to see what it's about. The Build-A-Figure is the Frost King, which I'm not going to collect, so you probably won't see him on my channel because I don't know. It doesn't look amazing to me. I don't really know who he is, so I'm just probably not going to pick the rest of him up. But I did like this Batman. He's pretty unique looking for a Batman. And let's pop him open and let's see. So, as you saw on the back, the rest of the wave is a Wonder Woman, John Stewart, and then Black Adam. Now, the John Stewart, all 4 of these are on these pallets, by the way, at Walmart. The John Stewart, though, really irritates me because we just got John Stewart, and it's literally the exact same figure, but you get some swords, which the swords are really cool, but it's just Green Lantern swords, so it's kind of a bummer. The Wonder Woman's different, and the Black Adam's different. I didn't really like either one, so I didn't pick up either one. The card is pretty cool, and again, you don't get to see the card on the back here. It's the actual Build-A-Figure, but there's the card. I actually do really like it. the kind of design for this Batman is pretty cool to me. There's a couple things I would like changed, but we'll go over that when we get it. So we'll pop the Build-A-Figure pieces out first. The one thing I did like about, oh, it's tied in there, about this Batman is he did come with the sword for this guy. So I'm probably going to use this sword with somebody else. I was hoping it would fit in Batman's hands, but I don't. Oh, it's tied up there too. I don't think it's going to, so we'll just have to see. So here is the sword from Frost King, and it's probably bent because I just bent it, but the sword's kind of cool, just that clear, see-through. I mean, nothing special. It is pretty cool looking, though. Again, I just don't know really anything about this guy or this comic. I didn't read it, so yeah. I'm not going to pick up the rest of it, so you do get these arms, and I will say, I do like the arms. Maybe I'll use the arms for something else, but I don't know what. The arms do look pretty cool. I do like the crystals on top, and how it looks. The paint apps are pretty good on it. But they really zip tied these in there. The other arm is pretty much the same. We can see the sword barely fits in his hand too. We're not going to put it in because I don't want to mess it up more. But there's the other arm. Nothing crazy. This one has like some fur on the side instead of just his armor, I guess. And let's see. Oh wow, they even, you're just dropping pieces.
Yeah, sorry.
They even zip tied in the Batarang. So the Batarang for this Batman, it's pretty cool. I'm glad it's not like the last couple ones they've done. It almost, to me, and again, I don't know, I didn't read the comic, looks like it's like a heat sensor one or something, like a heat bomb or something, because it is the, winter. But it is pretty cool. She's kind of bulky looking for this Batman. So I'm curious how that's going to really fit in his hands. Oh, wow. So they started zip tying a lot more. This guy's whole arms are zip tied. The whole Build-A-Figure is zip tied. His legs are even zip tied. Interesting. They're getting tired of those swappers, because I've seen a lot of people swapping out parts lately. So, and that's always a bummer. Okay, let's see the Batman. Oh, see, this dude's pretty dope. I do really like it. See, I saw. Interesting. Okay, just show the figure. Hold on. Let me bend. So I will say is if you do find the palette, you may want to buy extras, because we all know how these ankle joints are. So there he is, Batman from Endless Winter. I do really like it. I like the coat and everything. There's a couple things. I just heard something move on my shelf. Please don't fall. A couple things that I don't like. The belt, to me, should be on the inside of the coat. I'm not a huge fan of it on the outside. I do really like the coat.
His coat's going to blow all around.
What do you mean?
So
that's why it's on the outside. It's holding it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just looks funny to me. I do like how it looks. There's nothing crazy about the coat. It does have like that kind of fur thing on the bottom. But, it's nothing. The back is nothing crazy. And yeah, so let's see what we got. So, oh my God, dude. So there went his leg. I got it back on. So, man, already. See, again, okay, so you guys keep telling me to heat my figures and stuff. I just bent his leg. That's all I did. Like, so it's not broke. Well, it might be. I don't know. There's the joint already. It's fine. I've seen a couple of these, so I can go back and get another one. It's not busted, though. It's just, again, like I said, it's just how they put these on. They just don't really take the time. So, man, I'm going to hear it from everybody. You got to heat those figures. I shouldn't have to. I get when I was doing head swaps and stuff like that. But I shouldn't have to. Man, his ankle feels like it's going to break. I shouldn't have to heat the figure just to bend his leg. So it is kind of hard as well. This is the one thing I will say about this coat is it's very restricting on the legs. So definitely you do want to kind of bend this coat out, obviously, before you do the legs, because as you saw, you know, that happens. It does look like you can take the whole coat off, but I believe you would probably have to cut this belt because it's super tight back here. So I don't know if you could get that all the way off. That's why I do wish the belt was on the inside, because I do kind of look like this look on the inside here. It's just kind of, you know, it's that white behind the black bat symbol, which is really cool. So yeah, I also saw somebody had the goggles off, which, okay, they will. Cool. I don't know if they're actually supposed to. Well, it came off. They're not broken. So that's what he looks like with the goggles off. And I actually really like this head sculpt. It's pretty cool. So this wouldn't be bad. Maybe I'll pick up another one and keep it like this and then use this head sculpt for something else because it is pretty cool. And I do like that you can kind of put the goggles above his eyes, which is cool, and then you can obviously put them on. So I do really like it. I like the armor he has. His arms move pretty well. Again, I say that, and then one will probably pop off. But as you saw, that leg, because I think it's really just because of this coat, just restricts the mobility of this guy. But, you know, and the other thing is, so here's the Batarang. See how well it fits in this guy's hand. This is going to be... So, I mean, it fits, but to me, it does look a little big. So, like I said, maybe it is like a bomb or something like that, you know, whatever. It's not really like a Batarang, but he's not bad. I do like this figure. It is kind of a bummer that his leg popped off so easily. There is underneath the coat as well. Nothing crazy, but I do feel like this armor on these legs and the coat definitely restrict his movement in the legs pretty hard, so you'll just have to play around with that. So not bad, but this is a cool selling point for me. I'm really glad that those goggles came off. I really like that bat head. So there he is. We might have got one with a bum leg, but you know, it is what it is. It's staying on. I'll probably end up like heating it up or something just to get it to stay on a little better, but it's not terrible. So I do like him. I think he looks pretty cool. And again, you know, this is one I grabbed, but I haven't read it, so it's not like something I was really crazy looking forward to, but it is really cool Batman. I do like the coloring on him a lot. So there it is. There's Endless Winter Batman. Like I said, I probably will not pick up the rest of this wave. So man, there's a couple I'm really super excited for, and there's a couple that are kind of eh. So let's do this one next. It is the Batman DC Future State. So this is the newer comic that came out. This is a totally different Batman. This is not Bruce Wayne. I do not know his name. So I did not read this. I didn't read this comic. I'm sorry. I don't read a lot of comics anymore, guys. I used to really collect comics, and then it was kind of like comics or toys. So but I do really like this guy's outfit. I think it's really good, and I did want to see what it's about. So yeah, you know, I might check out the comic after this, but I don't know. There is another one here like that as well that I didn't read the comics, so it is what it is. And I see a lot of people saying like, why do you collect the figure if you don't read the comic and stuff? And like, I mean, a lot of these Mcfarlane figures that have come out from comics, and a lot of them I have read. But, you know, sometimes you just like cool figures. I know everyone who collects doesn't always grab a figure because they really know who he is. I do that a lot with Marvel Legends. There's just some that look really cool. So, that is the card on the back. Same thing, that picture. So, again, though, really weird. It has Superboy Prime, Lobo, the Black Animated Series, Superman suit. It has Ink, Batman Beyond, and Hazmat suit. So, kind of interesting because all those have been out, so don't really, it's like when they do these ones without the Build-A-Figure, they just throw random boxes on the back. So let's see. So again, all of this was on the palette minus one thing, which when we get to that I will tell you where I found that. So he does come with fist hands, which is cool. I do like the extra fist hands. So that is nice. At least we got some fist hands with the Batman. One thing I will say already about this guy is I do like the Batarang. I'm not a huge fan of gold, but I do like this Batarang, and I think this Batarang looks better than a lot of them that Mcfarlane gives us. That actually, and there it goes. It actually looks like a Batarang, which is pretty cool. So, all right. Man, I don't remember all this being zip tied before. Let's see, let me try to pull out this part. Okay. It's the hard part. The capes are always such a pain to get out of that little hole, which sucks, but that's okay. Okay. His arms are pretty loose. Don't die on me, bro. Okay. I do really like his outfit. Okay, so his legs don't pop off. It's almost like those legs pop off when like they're just really restricted. This guy has some pretty good movement. Honestly, he's pretty dope. I'm pretty satisfied with him. So here is Future State. If I can get him to stand. No. Okay, his cape's helping him up. There's Future State Batman. So I really like the outfit. I think it is really cool. It's a little bit different. What's cool though, what I do like is that, even though the Batarang is gold and there's hints of gold here and there, it's not crazy gold. They still really kept with that black and gray outfit, which is cool. His head does look really cool. It almost looks like this winter one with the goggles off. It's a little different, but they're pretty close to me, I would say. I do like his spikes hanging, or I don't even know what you call those, but his spikes hanging down, which are really cool. I do like that his knee guards kind of like stick out a little bit, which is really cool, just kind of showing that armor look. The bat symbol is okay. It's not my favorite, but it's not terrible. There's the side view. I do really like this cape though. So if you look on the back, here's the cape. I like that it has this part and then the cape coming down, which is really cool. I think the cape actually looks really cool, and it almost looks cloth, but it's not. It does look pretty cool there. So there is the back of him. Nothing crazy. Looks a lot like the front.
His belt's missing a piece.
Yeah, his belt has a little chunk out of it. Not terrible, but that's okay. The cape will cover it up. I really, really wish these capes were cloth though. But I do like this guy. He doesn't have a thigh swivel as well. It's interesting that they have kind of stopped doing that. He does bend a lot better than that guy, and his joints seem a little bit better for me. His arms are a little restricted just because of his shoulder pads, so you can't go out like crazy straight. I mean, you can go out a little straight, but nothing crazy just because of these shoulder pads. So kind of if those came off would be a little better, but I get why they're there. But I do like it. I do like that they gave you fist hands, and I do like that they gave you a Batarang. So that's not too bad there. Again, these were all supposed to come out in April, or at least that's what my pre-order said. And they're coming out now. So there he is. I actually think it's really cool. This was probably this was actually the only one I didn't have pre-ordered because, again, I don't really know about it and I wasn't sure about it, but it does look really good for a Batman. And, I'm a huge Batman fan, so that's great to me. So I actually do like it. I do like the bat symbol. I do like the Batarang. It's pretty solid. So honestly, I think for me, and it's not just because his leg popped off, but I do like this one better than this one. I do like that one a lot though. So there's the first two Batman. Pretty solid. I like them both. They're both totally different, which is nice. And everybody complains that Mcfarlane does Batman and does Batman and does Batman, but first of all, in DC, Batman has the best villains. And you guys may disagree with me. Batman has the best villains. And Batman's just cool. Like, I'm sorry, he sells. So I get it. I would like more villains, but if you haven't seen, they are coming out with Man-Bat, and Killer Croc, which is really cool. So, what do we got? Okay, yeah, let's do this guy. So, this one, I'm actually super excited for this one. So, this is Batman DC Rebirth. I started reading Rebirth right when it came out. Picked it up every week and have almost all this Batman one. I kind of tailed off at the end because it was not as good as the beginning. But this is the Batman Rebirth. Now, this one I do really like because his cape on the inside is purple, which is really cool to me. So I did want to check this guy out. I actually really did enjoy Batman Rebirth when it first came out, and read Justice League Rebirth and all that. I thought they really started it out really good. Then it just kind of went downhill for me. But I was super excited to find this guy. I didn't know this one was actually in the palette. I saw some of these other ones and knew they were, but I didn't think this guy was because, again, I pre-ordered him as well, and he said April as well. So there's the box. The picture on this one kind of sucks to me. Mm-hmm. It's like they used the flash on this when making this card, and it just does not look very good to me at all. So, but he comes with 2 accessories.
What?
Can you believe that? Yeah, no extra hands though. So he comes with his Batarang, and I like this Batarang. This Batarang looks solid to me. It actually looks like his symbol, which is really cool. So there's the Batarang. Again, these accessories aren't anything crazy, but it's nice to actually get something with it. Then you do have his Bat Grapple, which is cool, and this one looks a lot like the one that came with Batgirl from the 3 Jokers wave, or even the Batman from that. It's just not, this part's just not extended. And personally, I like it better like this, to where it's not extended, because they're not extending it with like an actual chain or something like that. It's just, the rubber piece. So that's actually pretty cool. I do wish he came with alternate hands though. I would have liked some fist hands. Well, okay, he does have one fist hand in here. You'll see. I get that? Man, they are really... The last couple I opened didn't have zip ties all over, right? I don't remember. I'm going to have to go back and look. I don't think so. Maybe it's just this palette. Okay, he was actually easier to get out of the box than I thought. Oh, you guys will also have to let me know if you're excited for the Batman movie or not. Comes out this week, end of the week. Which I'm sure a lot of you have gotten tickets. I don't know when I'll go see it. I probably will, though. Oh, man, he has a scuff on his chin. So, I'm actually kind of disappointed. This one doesn't look as good. Well, he looks really skinny to me. So, okay, there is Batman DC Rebirth. Oh, don't breathe. He's gonna fall. So, I do like him. He's really small, though. And I know I read the comic, and he's not like the big, huge Batman in the comic, but this one looks really small to me. He looks really skinny. I'm just not really digging that at all. As you can see, he does have kind of some... I don't know if they tried to do stubble there and just messed up the paint, but it just looks like he has paint on his chin.
They do it on one of them, and it
the
actually
stubble,
looks...
yeah, like stubble. Mm-hmm. So he does come with this hand, which... it's going to be hard to hold stuff in. It's like this. It's not like this. It's I don't know. It looks like he's trying to throw his Batarang, which I get. And then you do get the fist hand on this hand, but no other fist hands there. I do like the suit, but I liked the Batman Rebirth suit. I liked the symbol a lot. The knees are interesting. When these pads come off like this, it just looks like they're going to snap. But this one is pretty... Let's see. This one is pretty solid in his knees, except for that one. That one's a little difficult. I didn't show the back. Here is the cape on the back. I do kind of like the style of this cape. It's totally different than the cape of that Future State Batman, which is cool. You do get a little bit more mobility in these arms because the shoulder pads are not there. It's just the cape. And I do like the purple under the cape. The purple is really cool to me. When they first showed that, in the comic. I was actually pretty stoked about it. Now, as you can see, look at that. That's just ripping apart his joints there. So, looks like his whole torso can pop off pretty easily. It is on there correctly, which is nice, because I did see a lot of people, and I did have one as well, from the Batman movie, the torso was upside down. So, I'm glad that that's not it. But he bends pretty well. I'm not a huge fan of this hand, though. This hand just, like, you almost have to pose him with a Batarang, which, I mean, I was going to anyways, but it's kind of funny, and I don't know how that hand is going to hold this at all. And then the other thing that kind of drives me nuts is they give you both of these, and I know he probably wouldn't be holding both of these at once, but they don't even give you the option to, because there's only a fist there. So kind of a bummer there. I do really like the cape, though. I do like how this bends in like that, and it's kind of fatter right here. It's okay. I think he's too skinny. He's not as good as I thought he would be, which is kind of disappointing. The face, now that I'm looking at it too, is just not, it's kind of bland to me.
It's pretty boring.
Which is kind of a bummer. This almost looks like a Mattel to me. It really does. And I actually liked most of the Mattel, but yeah, I'm not that big of a fan of this one. I really thought I would be, but I'm not. So there he is. Now he wants to stand. Okay. So there's Rebirth Batman. Honestly, these two I like a lot better than that, which is kind of a bummer, because I did really like Rebirth Batman. It's just not amazing. Even the face sculpt just doesn't look that great to me. So kind of a bummer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a bummer. So this is the one you were talking about. Batman Dark Detective. This is also from DC Future State. And this is actually Bruce Wayne. So again, I didn't read the comic, but I saw all this art and everything. And I've seen parts of the comic online, but, you know, I just didn't really feel like it. But I really like this look. The Dark Detective look is really cool, and I'm super excited to pop this one open. This is one of the, out of these four, this is the one I really wanted, which is cool. So he is all over that palette. You guys should be able to find him pretty easily. All these as well are still up for pre-order on Amazon. I'm pretty sure you can find most of them on Amazon still. They won't get to you for another month, but I did just cancel a lot of these off Amazon, so they are there for you. So, all right, let's pop him out. Well, there went Rebirth Batman. So the card as well. There's the card. Again, it kind of looks like that Flash is on there, which is kind of interesting. I do like the card, though, but what's interesting is they did a close-up there, and that's the back of the box. So I would have rather the whole body on the card, but whatever. Let's throw Rebirth back here. Okay. So he only comes with one accessory, though, and he doesn't come with alternate hands, which, again, I really wish they would have done. But I do want to see, and this is, I hate these. So I really like that they give him this accessory, which is cool. It's like his grapple gun, but it's not a gun anymore. It's just the, the cable with the grapple on it. So my biggest thing, though, is like, just make this like an actual rope or something, so I can actually, like, I don't know, it just looks dumb like that to me. It drives me nuts. They did that with Lobo's chain as well, and I don't like it for an accessory. So he does, interesting, he has one zip tie on one arm, but not, no, he does have it on his other one. Okay. Oh my goodness. And on his legs.
There's zip ties on those.
Huh?
There's zip ties on those.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You are fantastic, because I would have never known. Okay. Please don't break on me, bro. Okay. This one is interesting. It kind of, what I like about his mask is it kind of looks like the mask I was wearing in the thumbnail. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. So, if we can get him to stand now. Hold on. His feet are a little hard to get going. I'm sorry. I'm not having very good luck today standing these figures, but that's okay. People are just going to keep telling me, use a stand and heat his stuff up. So, no, I don't like that. We're going to get him to stand. I'm sorry, guys. This is taking a little longer than I would hope. Come on. There he is. Okay, so there is the Dark Detective. So, I really like this outfit. I think it is really cool. It's totally different from a lot of Batmans. It almost reminds me of Nightmare Batman from Batman vs. Superman, which is cool. So you could probably make a pretty decent custom out of this body with him. The bat mask I like because it's not a full-on mask like usual. It does look like the one I was wearing in the thumbnail. It's just kind of like a Halloween mask almost. I do like his arms and everything. What's interesting is the wife noticed this when we bought him. He does have white underneath his little gauntlets here, so it's almost like his whole arm is taped up, like almost like a fighter, which is kind of cool. Both of them do have that, which is kind of interesting. I really like the inside here because his bat symbol almost looks like it's just spray painted on some cheap armor, which is really cool, which I know if I read Future State, I'm pretty sure like a lot of stuff has happened to Bruce Wayne to where it's not all high-tech stuff anymore, which is cool. He still does have his belt and everything. I really like how they made this belt and how they you can see these canisters on his side. It's probably like a smoke bomb canister, I would assume, which is cool. And the padding looks cool and everything. I do really like this guy. What's interesting, though, it's almost like a holster. I wish we would have got
a gun?
A gun or something. Exactly. Here is the back. I do like his jacket, and I do like that they made it as like a bat cape almost to where it's going off to the side. That's really cool. I do really dig this figure. Underneath, let's see. There you can see there's his rope. So there's that, I would assume. There's his accessory. And then you can see he almost has, what are those? Those look like knives or batarangs back there, which is really cool. So they did detail-wise this pretty good on his like Indiana Jones pants going on here. So I do like that. I really wish, though, this guy needed to come with 2 fists to me, and this needed to come with a better accessory. If this thing could just actually extend, that would be cool, because, like, I mean, come on. This is my biggest complaint with some of these accessories.
Oh, so cool.
Right? Like, I know that's not how it's supposed to be, guys, but, like it looks more like a trident than anything. So I'm not going to use this accessory. I'm not a huge fan of it. But this guy is really dope. So I did see people could take this whole jacket off and give him a pretty cool look as well. It looks like the arms, so you will have this piece stay on so the arms won't be blank if you take that off. But I really like this chest piece. It's really cool. And even if it is a little paint scuffed and stuff, it's battle damage, right? Which I think, like, out of all these, this Batman would look really cool with some battle damage. But this is really cool. I'm really digging the face. You can see the scruff, like my wife was talking about, on his face. They actually did a decent job. It doesn't look terrible, which is nice. So, again, like I said, this was one that I was super excited for because I just really like the style of this Batman, and it's pretty solid. The legs do move really well. I'm not going to destroy them, but they're not falling out, which is nice. Oh, my goodness, dude. The arm popped back in. So again, it's just these arms are just like super loose for Mcfarlane. It did pop back in. Again, you do have restrictions because of these shoulder pads, which is a bummer. So it can't go all the way out, but I'm super solid with it. Might put him in a fighting pose anyways. That arm did go back in pretty easily, which is nice. But again, I know you guys keep telling me, everybody just keeps telling me, you know, you gotta heat these figures, you gotta heat these figures. Do you think if a mom goes, or mom or dad goes to the store and decides to buy some of these Batman figures for their kid, that they're going to have their kid take them out and heat them up before they play with them. No, because you shouldn't have to. It's a $20 figure, and oh man, I'm having trouble saying them. Can you grab him for me?
Yes.
I don't get it, you know? Like, you guys will all say stuff to me about it, and I just don't get it. I don't think you should have to heat these figures up when they're toys. So, there is certain ones that are like collector's items, like the Batman Year 2. That's more of a... Dude, these guys are driving me nuts. They can't stand. That's more of a collector's item, but these are toys. You see this? It's going to be a domino effect. I mean, these are with what? What on the palette? With little boys and girls' shirts, and
underwear,
blankets and underwear,
sheets.
So, again, why should I have to heat these up? All right, Future State Batman does not want to stand, so he's going to lay down. So I'll show him again later. But I do really like that Future State Batman. I'm going to have to mess around with his feet to get him to stand, but so far, that one's my favorite. And honestly, this one's really good. Then this one, the Rebirth, is my least favorite, which is a huge bummer. But this accessory sucks, though. So, okay. This is the one I was waiting for. Dark Knight Returns Batman. Yes. So, as you saw in the last video, we got Superman, Carrie Kelly, and the Joker. My Superman's head broke. My horse broke. But I did fix the horse. I did fix Superman already. We are not taking off any heads on this figure today, so hopefully we are good to go. But we will be able to complete the horse, which I am super excited about. And honestly, I think this Batman looks the best of this wave. Which, by the way, I went into my Robin rant last video. I'm still sticking by it. If you go look at a lot of the figures that are on this palette, Carrie Kelly is better than 90% of those figures, so...
Yeah.
All y'all who hate on Carrie Kelly can suck it. I will say that. So, that's my girl. So, okay, I thought that's what you're going to get for the card. So, there's the card. It's not that back picture. Obviously, you did see that picture on the bottom, but it's really small. So, there it is. And now, look at that. What's crazy is, like, look at this. I know it's a Build-A-Figure piece, so you're going to say, you know, there's most of it, but alternate hands, an actual accessory, and then you have Build-A-Figure pieces.
Yeah,
like,
but that Batarang looks like trash.
Oh, yeah, it does. But, to be fair, I will say in the comic, his Batarang doesn't look like that. Even my blue Mattel one.
No, I know.
His Batarang kind of looks like that, so, but that's okay. So, let's do this. This is what I'm excited for. We got one horse leg there. And we've got another horse leg here, trotting away. So I'm really excited to finish this horse. I was really happy that I could fix it. Here's the tail. Man, that's what I thought, though. That tail. Feel that thing and look at it. It is just stiff as a bone. Yeah, don't knock everybody over, but it's stiff as a bone. So, kind of interesting. I wish there was a little mobility in that tail, but let's do it. Okay. So,
don't break it.
Well, I'm trying to figure out which leg goes on what side.
Probably, you know.
Well, this ankle joint on this leg is jacked really hard. Like, how am I supposed to get that to stand? This one will be fine. What do you think this one's the right one? Yeah, probably. So they just go right in like this, unlike the back two legs that have the circle pieces. These are just supposed to clip in. Dogs are barking. I swear, every time we do a video, and you guys probably can't hear it, you guys are probably like, what is he talking about? I don't ever hear anything. My dogs just always go nuts. They just, like, do not want us up here. Okay, that's kind of... yeah, this ankle joint, man. Oh, what? He's coming apart. Oh, no. He was all together. All right, let's pause so I can get the dogs real quick. Okay, so we got the horse together. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in this horse. We'll put the tail on if I can get that on. So the tail does have mobility in the back, but it's super heavy that where like if you just come to here, it's just gonna flop down.
So it's supposed
my
to be.
big, well, I get it, but my big thing with this horse, I hate these legs. I think these legs are terrible. They're very stiff, and the ankle joints just don't do it very much.
They're too close together.
And I don't think we're gonna be able to get him back like this. But let's get the Batman out. So here's the Batarang he comes with. I'll show the horse more in a few, guys. The Batarang, yeah, looks terrible. And again, it just, I don't know, make it a rope.
He's fishing.
He is fishing. There he is. So he does come with fist hands, which is great. You definitely want this Batman to come with fist hands so he can beat up Mutant Leader. Pop him out. All right. His arm is super loose, but he does look very cool. Okay, so here is the Batman. Oh my goodness. I can't get him to stand either. The ankle joints are just not straight on any of these figures, which I don't understand. It drives me absolutely nuts. I still can't get him to stand. And there goes the Batman. So we'll put him up against the horse. So there he is. I do really like it. I think it's pretty solid looking for a Dark Knight. I will have one to compare to. I do like, I mean, it just looks like it. I don't have much to say about this because he looks like he does in the comics and in the show. This bat symbol is one of my favorite bat symbols, and I do really like the face sculpt. I think they did a really good job on the face sculpt. This one and Carrie Kelly, to me, are the best. You do have the belt there, and this one does have a thigh swivel. So kind of interesting that the Batman has a thigh swivel, but none of the other ones do. I'm not sure why they decided to do that. And then, you know, his suit is what it is. Here's the cape. Cape is nothing crazy, but it is his cape, and it is short, which is cool because that is what it's supposed to be. He doesn't have shoulder pads, which is nice, so you do have a little more extendability with these arms and flexibility, which is cool. And there is the back, and he has a big butt on him, which he should because he's old man Bruce. So I do really like him. I do want to see if possibly I could get him to stand so I can show you guys the difference here. Okay, so there is that one from Mcfarlane. And now again, this is Mafex, so it's totally different. But there is the Mafex one. Now you can see the Mcfarlane one is much bigger. Now mine Mafex one's knees are bent, but he is a little bit bigger than that. Obviously the cape on the Mafex one is way better because it is cloth. But you can see Mcfarlane's not too off from this Mafex one, especially in the face sculpt. I do think this face sculpt looks better, but again, it's a Mafex.
I think his belt looks better
than
here.
My
like,
Mafex
this is
one.
just bleh.
His is just kind of bland. Yeah, they didn't spend too much time on here, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to bring this guy up. This guy comes with a lot more accessories, which obviously it's a Mafex. It's going to cost twice or more, way more than that, than this Mcfarlane. But Mcfarlane did a really good job on this Batman, I think. It's pretty good. This Mafex is still my favorite, but yeah, he did a really good job, and this is probably one of my favorite Batmans. So, let's do this. And I like that they gave him a thigh swivel. Again, I don't really understand why they didn't do that for anybody else in this wave. So, his feet do go in the stirrups, except he's kind of small to get under... to get both feet in. Whoa, look at that. So just his weight, because these horse legs are absolutely terrible. Dude, see, the horse legs are terrible. They just don't. So there he is on there. You can put his reins in. Kind of interesting, though. He's not going to be sitting all the way down on the horse because I mean, I guess you could get him down, but it is kind of interesting that this figure kind of made that horse tip over because he's not, I mean, he's heavy, but you wish you could put more on. Remember, the horse's face can come down, so you could have him like this. You could put these in his hands, but I think you put it like that. And there's the back. So, I mean, this horse is kind of a disappointment for me just because of the legs. And these aren't even the legs that broke on me. So, that's kind of interesting. Like I said, I don't think, yeah, there's no way you're gonna get it posed like this. And also, like, with these legs, I mean, I do like that they bend like that so you can kind of get it, but I just don't know how you're gonna get that to stand on these two little gimpy legs. So you guys will have to show me. We might have to like set something up because I would like to pose it like this. I think that would look fantastic, but the horse is kind of a miss for me. I'm kind of disappointed with it. I will put my Batman on it because that's pretty much what I did. And this tail, man, it's so heavy that, like, you just can't get it to stay up like that because it's so heavy. But I did want to see what other figures look like on this horse. God, those legs are terrible. So here is Spidey from Marvel Legends. He's gonna look he actually doesn't look half bad on it. He looks tiny compared to this horse. His feet don't really reach this. Well, they do reach the stirrups. So there he is. So if you wanted to throw a, you know, retro Marvel Legend on there, he actually fits it pretty well. I thought he was gonna be super small for it, but he's not bad at all. So there's that one. And then I did want to see how Lobo, because Lobo's a little bit bigger DC guy here, how he fit on here, and he doesn't fit well on the bike. He actually fits pretty well. Like, he's pretty big though, so he does make the horse look pretty small. But you could throw him on there and it fits pretty decent. It doesn't look bad for Lobo either. So the horse's size is a huge plus for me just because you can throw a bunch of figures on there that are not necessarily meant for this horse and it would look good. But I don't know, those feet kill me. I'm not a huge fan of those feet at all. It's kind of a bummer because this is one of, and like I feel like I want to stretch them out and they're just gonna snap on me, and it's these ankle joints on the feet that are just horrendous. So the horse is kind of a big bummer for me because I really was looking forward to it. It's not terrible, I just would fix things. So there's the horse and the Dark Knight Batman Returns, which I really like. So all right, last thing we're gonna get into, and then we're gonna finish this up for you guys. So boom, the Batman statue. So on those pallets, they have a gold version, they have a regular version, and they have a red and black version. They also have a big Riddler. I've seen a big Penguin of statues. They're $40. I have no interest in any of these except for this one. So we did not find it on the pallet. The only one we have seen statue-wise on the pallet is the Riddler, which is exactly the same as the toy, which is kind of stupid. Like, if you were going to do a statue, make him look different, I thought. Like, make a different, put the duct tape, put a different pose, something. It doesn't look good to me. We didn't find this on the pallet, like I said. Where did we find this?
The NECA section.
The NECA section, which makes sense because there's more statues over there, but it was literally the only Batman thing over there. So I don't know. We got super lucky because this was the only one. This is gold label as well, which, okay. This is the only one I wanted. Oh, so that is really cool though. You get a nice background.
Ooh.
I will take it. That's pretty cool. And it's actual cardboard, so that's really cool there. And oh, okay, I didn't know that either. So there he is. He actually comes with a base, and the card on this is really cool, which I'm super stoked to open up. So we will open that up, but here is the box, which is awesome. There's a base, there's a card, which is really cool. I didn't know it came with a base because you can't really see it in there. So let's pop this open. Except you're gonna have to manhandle this box to get all this out. So kind of a bummer because the box is actually pretty cool. So Why did they do that? That's dumb. The card got stuck on tape right away. So there is the card. I'll let you show that. Pretty cool card. I do really like the card a lot. I think it's really cool. Here is the base, and this is cool. Again, I didn't know it came with this base, but that is really cool. You have the gargoyle there, and then you kind of have like a ceiling base there. Now, it comes with these as well, which I don't really know. Do you know what these are for? They're clips, but there's no... That would be the only spot I could see you would put it in. I only see peg holes, so I don't know. Not sure what these clips are for. You guys will have to let me know, because I probably won't look up to see what they're for.
It's almost like
To like hang it.
hang it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He's gonna be... This guy's gonna be a pain to get out. Okay, so he's not full statue, which is cool. You do have some moving parts, which is kind of awesome, except the head doesn't move. That's kind of a bummer. So, wow. Okay, so this thing's pretty cool, though. So here's the statue before I put it on the base. You can move his hands, and these arms do go up and down. You're very restricted there. Like I said, there is no head movement, which is kind of a bummer because I would kind of turn his head. The legs, nothing either. But what is crazy, look how flappy that cape is. It's
yeah.
You would think it'd be a lot thicker as well. And I really like the red and black on the cape. And then here is the back of him. And also, what do you see right there, Allie?
A gun?
A gun. Fantastic, right? So, kind of cool there. This thing is actually really cool. I love the color on it. Let's put him on the base. Oh, he's standing like this. Okay. And there he is. That thing's pretty cool. Honestly, I was really unsure about this thing because it is $40, but the fact it gives you that base as well, and then these clips make it look like you can almost hang it somewhere. And the big thing for me, I love that the cape can actually move. That's really cool because it's not a straight statue, and you can move the arms. So if you want to move stuff here, and if you wanted to, you could actually put stuff in his hands. So if you had a big enough accessory, those hands are open. So I really like it. I'm not going to get any more of these. I only wanted the red and black one, but it's pretty solid. You can see the size of it here compared to just the horse, and compared to a regular Mcfarlane figure, it is a lot bigger, but like this cape is what should be on these. That's crazy. So I like it. I really like it. So
yeah.
All right, I know this was a long video, guys. It's just a lot of Batman together, but we got some really cool stuff here. Also, I did just want to do another view of this for you guys. We'll do a couple more views. I totally spaced that out. The stand is actually really cool. I do really like this. The details on it look really good. And then there's from the back. I really like that cape. That cape is really cool. I thought it was just going to be stiff and not move at all. But no. Really cool. So I'm really excited to display this. This is awesome. So yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Keep checking those Walmarts for all this stuff. Honestly, this is probably my favorite that we have found here, with this one being my next favorite. I do like this. I'm happy that they made a Build-A-Figure horse for this. Those legs are just absolutely garbage to me, so that's kind of a disappointment. And then, of course, Rebirth Batman is just not my favorite. This guy's okay as well, but, you know, it's Batman. It's a lot of Batman. So, again, follow me on Instagram. Link will be in the description below. We got to do a picture with something here. And, yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good week. Check those Walmarts, check Targets, a lot of stuff coming out. And again, for all of you who keep coming back, leaving comments, liking stuff, you guys are the best. I love you guys. You guys have been so supportive of my channel. We're almost to 500. Giveaway coming at 500. So stay tuned. Thanks again. And as always, collectors never stop collecting.